Welcome back to my Rome Total War 2 campaign blind run. I am Lews Therin, and this is currently the map. So in yellow is everything we currently own ourselves. So everything here with the little red eagle is Roman territory. However, the game also makes note of anything that's in blue. So blue represents any military alliance or client state. So technically, just like in real history, Egypt is our client state. We kind of own them. They do what they have to do. But that doesn't stop them from being quite independent. They recently took over Sparta over here while we took over this little island on the side. So let's actually look at what we have to do. So for once, I didn't actually make you wait for the turn change. I actually started with the new turn. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to look into politics because, as I said before, our political status was kind of shit for a while, but we're slowly regaining our former luster, and I still have the goal of being peerless, but, we'll see. So over here, we still have a couple of armies camped to the side to protect ourselves against Egypt going rogue, and we have a main army here in Herapinta, whose entire job is just to manage this island, who hates us right now, which is understandable. We kind of took him over. And so yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're also going to build some, oh wait, I don't want cohort barracks. I want legionary barracks. Which one gives me legion? Oh, never mind, this one gives us legions. Alright, so we're building some barracks here so that we can actually, stage a good army here. And let me actually see something. So I know this island is part of a group. Wait, let's click it over here. I know this island is part of a group that includes Sparta and Athens. There we go. And I assume that Athens is eventually going to be fighting Egypt now that they took over Sparta. And as much as I would like to be part of that, so I can take over some of those lands, I'm kind of more comfortable leaving Egypt up to it. We recently negotiated a peace treaty over here with the Gallic Confederation, and as much as I sorry, as much as I don't like the fact that it means that we're gonna have to keep these armies waiting here, I did enjoy the money that came with it, so we're gonna keep it like that. For now, I'm trying to set my eyes over here in Iceni, which is an area of the world that we really haven't explored much of. Let me try to see if we can actually load up our armies onto this. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll start moving this army over here to maintain the peace. And then we're going to move one army north to Britain. And if we can, we will start taking over areas of Britain. Now, what am I doing with this legion? I'm curious. Oh, I'm moving it over to Nemosos. Why? Oh, because I want to attack here. That's right. See, I made these moves earlier, and I have no idea why I did them. So, that's important. So, let's recruit some units while we're here. Let's do... Ooh, avocado are very expensive. Let's do a couple avocado, though. There. So, we're recruiting some more legions just because I like having legions, and we have more than enough money to support them. And that's it. Now let's do some investments because, even though investments are kind of boring to watch, as I have shown you before, they are pretty much the backbone of what eventually becomes the army and the empire. See, I'm consuming too much food. I need to increase the food production somehow. This is clearly a garrison colonia, by the way. Here we go. Because as much as I love the, what comes with the extra commerce, we really need to increase our food supply, like, badly. So here we go. We got an aqueduct here so that they can stop bitching. And we got a consecrated ground so they can start worshipping some Jupiter. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it because we can't do anything else right now. We could do something else, but I'm just going to take down that entire section right here of Hirapatina, or whatever the hell that's pronounced. And finally, we're going to move this fleet over closer to Rhodes, mostly just to make them mad and make them concerned about a possible invasion. Because we may invade, we probably will invade, but for now, let's not say anything. So I lowered my volume on my headphones to the point that I can't hear the game anymore. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Let's see now. The Gallic Confederation still has about 9 turns before we attack them. I'm curious to see if they actually build up a sizable force to do so, to support themselves. Over on the side, I see a Spartan army camped right outside what used to be their territory of Sparta. So hopefully they will wear each other out a bit, especially if I decide to fight Sparta. Actually, I don't think we can fight Sparta right now because we're on a non-aggression pact. So we would look terrible if we did that. Population surplus, please tell me it's in Magna Graecia. Fuck you. I want a population surplus in Rome, because that would make my life easier. But, you know, it takes time. Sometimes you can't get what you want. I'm going to build a public forum over here. Trait gain, household expands. War declared. So, Rugii. Okay, we're done. I'm just going to do a quick sweep. Here we go. Increasing the food supply, as I said earlier. Because we keep building these basilicas and these things, and we need to maintain food supply for it. I do enjoy shipwrights, though. They definitely increase our overall production significantly. Oh, over here in Belgica, they want to increase it. The public forum. What should we use? I think we should make a wine trader. Yep, there we go. I think we're done. Alright, so now that we're done with the management part, and we're pretty much broke anyway, let's talk about sailing.
We hunger for battle. As you command. Ready for orders. The way ahead is blocked. For honor and glory. Reporting.
Alright, that should pretty much be it. Now we should talk about recruiting some mercenary units. No, we don't have any mercenary units to recruit. Huh. This province doesn't seem to be very good for recruiting fleets, so let's hope that we can get ourselves over to Iceni's city of Cumuludanon quickly, so that we can actually strike before we get caught in the middle of the sea. Now over here by diplomacy, I actually want to build some better relationships with the Celtic Confederation. But they still don't like us, so you know, it is what it is. Huh. The Celtici are fine. I want to see what Egypt thinks of this whole matter. They're very devious, but they're still very much into their fight. How does Sparta feel? Sparta must hate us right now. Yeah, the treaties with Egypt are really hurting our relationships, and that makes sense. Do we have any treaties with them? Yeah, we have a non-aggression pact, so like even if shit happens, we can't help Egypt because we'd look terrible. So let's move. But I'm starting to think that it might be time for us to leave it and just put our full support on Egypt. The only reason I don't fully support Egypt is because they still park troops near my areas, and that doesn't make me happy at all. As a matter of fact, it makes me want to drop the client state thing and just fucking wreck them. But alas, we already did it. So, you know, gotta deal with it. Alright. The Celtic Confederation, as usual, doesn't know what to do with its life. So let's see what happens here. Ooh. We have a veteran. They tried to assassinate our dude, but he was wounded. Let's do a Cornelia because Cornelias are shits.
At your command.
So one of our guys was almost assassinated. That's fun.
Fleets reporting. All hands to the oars. Blocked. We cannot pass.
Alright, let's keep moving. Over here, we have some sort of blank for no good reason. But anyway, here we are. So over here, this fleet, again, we're just going to park it nearby. Whose fleet is this? Cocos. Huh, I don't know anything about them, so who cares? Alright, these guys are starting to like us, which is good. We can actually start working with that. We're going to create a military wharf, and we're going to increase the settlement to a civil or farming, because right now it's a village. Let's make it a market settlement, I think. It'll make things easier for us. And I'm done investing money that way. I'm going to see if there's anything we can do for promotions. Nope. We're actually owning the Senate quite nicely, even though one of our dudes was almost assassinated. So that's good. Just really quickly, we're going close to Imperium level 6. We're not there, but we're getting close, which is good. I also see our food supply dropping significantly, which is upsetting me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to redo this so that we can increase our food supply. I know it's kind of a weird thing to do, but I think we'll be fine. In 3 turns, we'll have a theater as well, so that'll increase our public order constantly. Let's increase Nias's thing and then move on. So, again, because there's no wars, things are a bit quicker. The turns don't really matter as much, but they matter enough, especially because this army now is going to be moving over to the north of Europe towards England, and hopefully we'll have a smooth takeover of that area. I see our army pretty much landed where we need it to be, and I see Egypt is finally moving all its troops away, which makes me happy because it means that I can start thinking about moving my troops out of that area. Am I really going to do it? Absolutely not, but I can think about it. I can definitely think about it. I see our fleet scared somebody. Now let's pretend that we can move our armies out of Egypt, which would be great. We could attack that side island and take it over as soon as possible. We'd use that extra army we've been using to scare Rhodes, and we could go pick them up by Egypt. It's actually not a bad idea. One of our people died. It's not good. Alright. 2 people died. A veteran too. Let's pick somebody from another house. I don't want to give the Julii anything else. And then one of our generals died, which is not good. Not a general, one of our champions died, which, again, very upsetting. But we're going to move on for now. I actually want them to get the guy, the general. See, we're not attacking yet, so we're just gonna chill right now. But we will attack soon. Can we hire some mercenaries here? No, why not? I wonder why we can't hire any mercenaries right here. But I suppose it makes sense. It's not a big deal. Since Egypt is kind of chilling out, we're gonna start moving this fleet over. And maybe we'll use it to intercept the army in Cyrene and have them move over here so we can take over the side island. That's an idea. Now, if we do that, then we have to pretty much trust that the army in Ammonium can keep the peace completely and scare the fucking shit out of the Egyptians. I just don't know. I don't trust Egypt enough yet. Let's go over here to politics for a second. Nobody to rank up, huh? It's pretty sad. But he's governor, so it's fine. Is there anybody we can marry or adopt? Oh, he's a 16-year-old? Like, again, I have a thing. I want young people. in our house. This actually cost us quite a bit though. But a young man whose wife we can assassinate right now. Since we already took a hit, we might as well take the hit fully. So 16-year-old has no wife now. Very pious, which means it's good for our religious influence. Yeah, we'll be fine. We went down from admired to respected by doing this move, but I think that'll be fine. It's an investment, as I've said many times before. Okay, here we go. Speaking of investments. Can we afford... Yeah. I'm trying to see how we can increase our supplies without messing ourselves up overall in terms of public order or anything of that nature. We could build another amphitheater. We could build a delicacy area. Let's do an amphitheater here in Magna Graecia. And then, how many temples of Mars do we have? Like, we have too many in Libya. I'm gonna get rid of this fucking temple. There's no need. Same thing over here. Why do we need 2 temples? And how many temples of Mars could I possibly have? Over here. Yes, we need to upgrade the aqueduct immediately to latrines so they can fucking use the bathroom like people. And then that's it. There's really nothing else we can do. Did I move the armies over here? I believe I did, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, I definitely moved them as far as I can. Alright, let's move. We're going to keep the fleets there, moving where they should be. Egypt, doing some weird moves, once again. I need them to understand that I will fuck them up if they try. I mean, they're kind of my client state right now. But you know what? Let them be ballsy all they want. If they betray me, I'll have a good excuse to just crush them and take over their cities and enslave their populations. What country's gonna say that I'm wrong when I do that? None. These guys over here doing some moves as well in my territory. Huh. Let's see what happens. Research complete, so now we have more money, which is good. Let's actually look into research right now. So what we just did was this production lines, which means 5% wealth increase. We can build even bigger factories. We get more tariffs from trade. It's fantastic. I want cultism to be our next thing because it means 12% from wealth on culture, which is amphitheaters, libraries, that sort of thing. 50% less political issues, plus 6 cultural conversion, and we can build a Basilica of Minerva. I don't give 3 fucks about Minerva, but you know, it works. Although, to be honest with you, I am interested in this, which is just 3% tax rate minus 5% corruption. And over here's the same thing. Actually, we're going to look into that first, because while cultism is great, I do like consensual contracts, which is less issues with the agents, less corruption, less problems. And we can probably get these two in less time than it would take us to get this one. We can get cultism after and then work on consensual contracts. Over here, by the way, with the military stuff. See, I don't give 3 fucks about ships. Like, I do, but I don't, you know what I mean? So we got a faction rises, the Quidri, who gives a shit about them. Oh, the people of the Greek place that we took over like us now. Isn't that good? Let's move the ship here. We're going to declare war. Yeah, sure, Syracuse can come help. We're going to hold the blockade.
Yes. That is a dangerous course.
Yeah, We're setting up a blockade to starve him out, because obviously we can't take him from the port. It makes no sense. So we've already declared war, which is fantastic, and we can move on from there. Again, if the Egyptians don't do anything wrong, we can use this fleet to take the people from Cyrene and attack Rhodes, which is what I'm expecting to do at this point. Now, because the Egyptians are so fond of just, I don't know, hanging out by my area, we're going to do the same thing. Going to leave an army right here. Just cause, you know, it's fantastic, right? I'm sure they love having my army just parked by their space. And because these guys are doing the same thing over here, that's what I want to do. I'll just hang out here. Let me just make sure that all my armies are spread out where they need to be. Oh, that's right. We have this very powerful Roman army here that I'm militarily training. And then we're going to move this fleet just over here so I can see what's going on. This way. There we go. That's good. I think we're set for now. Are we taxing them well? Oh man. No, we can't afford high taxes yet. I want to one day just tax them very highly for no good reason. But right now, I think we're good. I actually am curious, how much are we spending in army up? Jesus Christ. So look at this. We make almost 30,000 gold, of which we spend 13,000 in just the army and 18,000 in basically the entire military. It's insane. But oh well, you know, I think it's worth it. More than half our money going to the military. Now in real life I'd be mad about that, but you know, we're Rome. It's different. Let's increase. Is this the veteran? Yeah, the veteran. I wish the veterans didn't die so quickly. I think next turn what we need to do is we need to invest in a new veteran, find the weakest army possible, and increase it. I see that they're resupplying Commodium, or whatever the fuck that's called, which is good, I suppose. If we can move that army that we have parked near England, we would be able to do some good stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay you that much. No. Like, I don't know why you want my money like that. Like, there's other ways to get my money. That's not it. If you became my client state, I'd give you money. And I don't understand why you're so broke. You're not waging random wars. You're not doing anything ridiculous. You should just be able to maintain your money. It's really stupid. Alright, faction was destroyed, which is the root GI. Didn't they just get formed recently? Who cares? Alright, we got a fleet moving in here, which is fantastic. Let's go back here over to our lone Roman province of Nemato whatever. So since they sort of like us, let's see. No, we can't leave yet. They have reinforced the area, but we're holding off nicely. Let me just make sure that this is how it has to be. Yeah, let's maintain the blockade. Yeah, we'll maintain the blockade because we can't win the battle itself. Unless we move the army outside and then we struck from two sides, but that's not really respectable or realistic. Now let's make sure that our army survives the winter here. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're going to move ourselves over here near the border. On the roads, obviously. So we can move the army calmly and nicely. Now, as I said earlier, I want to identify weak armies. Sort by type. How would I sort this? Actually, let's just look at the legions. Legio. Here we go. Weak ass army. Oh no, but they have a champion already. Weak ass army over here actually. Oh, you have two very weak armies. Alright, this one's gonna get it. No, shut up. I want a veteran. Yeah, his job will be to train this army. Now, I also saw we can hire other things like dignitaries. So maybe we should hire... No, actually I want a spy. Let's hire a spy over here. We have the money for it. One spy. Yeah. And let's hire a patrician here or there. Let's get this patrician. He seems to be decent. We'll move the patrician over here to the Gallic areas so he can start converting them. We'll move the spy up to England so the English can start, you know, being spied upon or whatever the fuck the spies do. And then let's see if we can invest any money at all in politics. None whatsoever, which is sad. I want to spread rumors, but frankly, it's no longer important. And since there's no civil war coming and we maintain our 39%, I'm just going to chill out. Once we can actually afford to switch up stuff, we'll do that. We need war to increase our political standing, obviously. So I'm glad that we're declaring war up north in England. Actually, I'm thinking about building another army once we finish England off. Holy shit. The Iceni want to offer us 6,000 gold to chill out and leave them alone. It says here they're reliable, so we're going to do it. I'm going to take him on it, not just because they're reliable, but because this can focus our armies over on the Gallic people. And, you know, in a best case scenario, we can sort of smooth them over with a non-aggression treaty and eventually make them a client state. Because again, I am a very big fan of client states because they can just chill out, leave us alone. We leave them alone, they pay us a fee for us to not fuck with them. That's it. And besides, it'll raise our Imperium significantly to just get one fucking fell swoop of client states. I have received a text message while I'm recording. Aguila has a slum problem now. That's not good. Let's look into that right now. We have two. We have one in Sedamus as well. Okay, shut up. Do you have a Julii that I can put in? Yeah, let's do a Julii. Cornelia for the Admiral, yes. So Aguila, clear slums. Who else has slums? Sedamus, which is over here. When the fuck did you get slums? Well, I'll work on you later. Natural causes for both our people. Okay. Who increased in rank? No, veterans did. Who gives a shit about the veteran? Actually, I do. The veteran is training Roman armies, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Alright. Let's go back here. We had an army who was sieging the city. Now we're not sieging any city. So we'll go back here because we're on our way back. We're gonna have this dude over here provide military training. And we're gonna have this patrician move over here and this spy move over here. Patrician, how much farther can you go? This way? Okay. Spy, how much farther can you go? This way? Can you cross the river? Yeah, cross the river. Sit there. Alright. And that's that. Let's see how many turns we got till we can attack the Gauls again.
Gods of the afterlife, spare my ass. Well, why do you trouble my digestion today?
Alright, 3 turns and we can attack them, which is fantastic. Let's see what Egypt's up to. Egypt still attacking Sparta. Well, no. Nope, they were taken back. Athens now took over Sparta. But, yep, So Athens took over Sparta and I guess weakened Egypt significantly, which would explain why they started moving their armies back. They also have them right here in Para whatever the hell, because they're kind of scared about the fact that I just did that, which is fine. I accept that. Can we move ourselves out of this place? Yes, we can. We're going to start moving an army up, and we're going to use it to take over Rhodes. So that's now the goal, to take over Rhodes, for sure. This will be our staging area, because Athens and I don't have that good a relationship, I think. Actually, no, I think we have a better relationship than Sparta. Let's check Athens for a second. So Athens over here, we trade, ooh, and we're actually decently friendly. Can I make him a client state? No. Can I offer military alliance? No, not military access. I want an alliance. We cannot. So if they break an alliance with, no, if we break alliances with Syracuse, what would we do? Oh, they won't ally with us because we are allied with Egypt. How about we stop being friends with Egypt if you become our client state? Nope, you don't want to do that. What if we break our defensive alliance with, no. Shut up. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. I'm trying to see if I can make something so that they can become our friends and I don't have to fight them, but I don't see any other choice. We're gonna have to fight them eventually. And I see Athens is already making moves to go attack Egypt. And if that does happen, I might have to be dragged into this conflict, and that's not what I want. Let's invest some of the money before we move on, and then we will definitely move on. -8 food though. I don't know if I can't afford this. We're like super low on food. It's not even funny. How do we increase food production significantly? Ooh, we cannot do that. Alright, let's move on. I hope we don't go into like a food shortage, but I'm noticing now that I have disregarded food a bit. So Egypt 100% used our city of Brundisium as a staging area for their eventual attack on Athens. But that's fine. Let them do whatever the hell they want. I don't give a shit. And Athens clearly is going to attack Egypt. And if they do that, I'll take it from Athens, and it'll be fine. I kind of wish Syracuse pissed off people like this so we could just, you know, own Magna Graecia, but, you know, you don't get everything you want in life. Fuck, I really don't know what the hell Syracuse does. Like, I really feel it's some sort of retard who operates that fucking group. Same with the Celtici, because they also are always broke, and I never understand why. There goes the Celtic Confederation doing their thing. Alright, motivated populace. Belgica likes us. Household expands. Okay, why not? Okay. We still have about 2 turns, I believe, before we can actually do anything specific. Let's try to invest in food. That's the big thing today. Anything that gives us more. Here we are. Food. Oh, here we go again. Food. I don't give a shit. I have to turn an entire city into a farm. I need food. Will this increase food? We can do a Shrine of Neptune. I'm okay with that. I don't want more. I don't want more of this nonsense. I want food. Alright, whatever. I think we did a good job at increasing the amount of food anyway, so it's okay. Okay, let's secure promotion for our 20-year-old. Now we have a military tribune. That should put us up. We're at 39% now, which is better than nothing. Look at the gravitas of this dude, though. I mean, he is also the governor, so... And of course, he has more than anybody else. Look at this motherfucker, though. He has 177. He is military tribune. He has a shrewish wife. I think he's one of my good generals, that's why. But whatever. Are we gonna sit on this money? I think we might. Let's see. The Iceni here. Let's enter negotiations with them.
Speak plainly, and I will deal honestly. Flatter, and you fail.
They have a lot of money, but you can offer them some. Yeah, they're not gonna trade with us. What I want is to get them off my back, so I know that they're gonna come at us, but we can't declare war with them for 8 turns, so we're just gonna keep them alone, leave them alone. And I also see that the Gallic Confederation is getting extremely powerful compared to what they used to be. I'm also noticing that people just don't want to talk to us. They don't want to be our friends. They don't want to be our allies. It's just very weird right now. Is Massilla a military alliance? I'll be your military ally for money. How about that? Nope, you don't want that money. If I give you a lot of money. No, whoops, I can't demand payment. Even for that amount of money, you wouldn't be my ally? That's fucking insulting. But whatever. We're still more powerful than the Celtic Confederation, which is exciting. Powerful than Boy. These Chimera people are very powerful, though. We'll fucking wreck Rhodos. That actually reminds me, Rhodos is on its, on the path to being destroyed. We're moving this army over already. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is, I think this is the lesser army between this one and this one. It really doesn't make a difference. No, I think we're just going to sail them over. I was going to say I was going to park this army here and then move this one over here, but frankly it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter how I do it, I just need to do it eventually. So, we'll do that. I guess we'll move on. I don't think there's anything else we can do right now. I need another province and turn it into a fucking farming town, but, that's a whole other story. I think I just want to dismantle this building and turn it into something else. Because I don't think I'm going to build troops here anytime soon. It doesn't seem like, our ties with Athens and Sparta are going to go bad anytime soon. So, I'm going to start dismantling a building or two to build farms. Same over here in Brundisium. I have too many factories, not enough farms. Alright, let's move. So yeah, it was a very short-lived war over by England, but that's understandable. What I'm more concerned about right now is taking over that small island near Sparta and Ephesus, so that way we can have a good foothold on that area. My other hope is that Egypt doesn't fuck us up and start getting into more unnecessary wars. Because if they do, eventually I'll just have to let them go. There's Syracuse. I don't know why they want to just die in the desert, but, let them go die and do that. I really have no concern over it. Alright. Let's see what the Celtic Confederation is up to. So now they're not happy with us sailing our ships near their areas, I believe. And maybe that's why they have 2 fleets nearby. But, it is what it is. Alright, we got the labor organization here, which is good. We have another dude who died. Oh, we can only elect Junii. Fine. We have an inspired populace in Belgica. And we have an increase in rank in, I believe, a veteran unit. Yeah, the veteran unit. We have another increase in rank over here. Right, no. Yeah, over here with the other veteran. The guy who's training our troops in Rome. There we go. Alright, let's move back over here.
Yes. Fleets reporting. Moving out. Yes.
Let us move this army closer. Ever so closer. So that we can eventually take over that area. But for now, we need to move our own armies.
It is an honor to serve Rome. Leaving the ship. Your orders? Disembarking.
I don't know why Syracuse... No, are these the Iceni? This is the Iceni. And the Gallic Confederation are just chilling nearby. But
Yes.
let them do that. Who cares?
And glory. We hunger for
Hmm.
battle. Ready for orders.
See how powerful this army has become now? I'm actually going to move this dude right here and have him train these troops.
Stand to Commander.
Because as much as I love what he's done with this army, I want all my armies to be good. So if I have the chance, I'll split them up more. Look at the Gallic Confederation having an army nearby. They know. They know it's happening. Military sabotage, and then let's poison the provisions.
How can I serve?
And let's also move the patrician. And can he do anything to them? He can do some military disruption by undermining their authority. If the Gauls didn't know that we were going to fuck them up, now they know by me sending 2 agents to disrupt their armies. And this army over here is going to camp as close to the border as they can, by the way. Because as soon as the war is declared, we're attacking Vesoncio here. Because even though I've said it many times and I'll say it again, I fucking absolutely hate having provinces here like blocked off. At this point it's going to become a necessity where we're going to take all of this even though there's people here, and if they fuck with us we kill them. Besides, we can create still 2 more armies, so we're perfectly fine where we are. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can court the Sequani to being our friends. I know they're devious and they're confident,
Gods
but
will have me listen to you, but do not pass a day in words without merit.
I mean, honestly, I'm willing to pay you for a military alliance so that I don't have to worry about you anymore. How much do you want? Alright, whatever. I mean, if you don't want all that money that I just offered you, do you? Fine, just don't do it. It's becoming quite an issue, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We are at 40% now, so we're again gaining traction. I think we're back to our old status of admired, which is good. We're doing very good. Even our young man here is doing good, but he's unsure about the underworld. Fucking dumbass. I thought he was pious. Whatever. Alright. And I see our food supplies are increasing, which means we're doing something right. However, I still want to check to see if we can upgrade any farms. There we go. Can't do anything more in Brundisium? Alright, let's just increase growth then. Anything else we can do to increase food supplies? Here we are. And build a farm in Hellas. There you go. Oh, we gotta assign a skill to one of the agents. The one who I think did the poisoning of the wells. There we go. Egypt running away from Sparta because they realize that they're pussies and they can't hold the goddamn zone. What I'm curious about is what is Rhodes thinking? Because they have to know that I'm coming. There's no way they don't. And I think Athens might know it too. Or Athens is getting ready to attack Egypt. One of the two. I don't know, to be honest with you. We're going on a weird conquering path.
It is a terrible thing to spread war
What?
across the world, but I beg you, attack these wretches.
Syracuse, why do you want to fight the Iceni? You don't even talk to them. No. Why? Like, this is typical Syracuse. If you ever saw Syracuse back in the day when we were fighting Carthage and Libya and all these people, they constantly did this, where they just wanted to drag us into war for no good reason, especially considering they're complete shits. They have one tiny island in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of my empire, by the way, and they suddenly think they can do whatever they want. It's ridiculous. Speaking of which, I'm starting to get tired of Syracuse. Let's make some moves to get rid of them. Over here by Ariminum, we can start moving this army. And I want them at Napoli. Eventually, I want them in Cassentia and hell, maybe in Lilybaeum, so we can just take over Syracuse and be done with it. The reason I want to do that is because Syracuse is annoying as hell, and I don't mind getting rid of them. Besides, if we do get attacked, Napoli is close enough that we can still make a decent move. As a matter of fact. Let's move the Roman army to Ariminum, because Rome doesn't need the protection nearly as badly as the rest of the world. We're rolling in money, by the way. So I'm considering to soon invest in more armies.
At your command. Gathering supplies.
And there they are. The Gallic Confederation is ready for us. We'll do some more military sabotage, intercepting their orders, hopefully. If it works. Okay. Oh, okay, so they have a region in Flevin with decent units. So let's send the patrician over to do some damage. Buy off the merchants. Let's see if he does a good job here. Alright, so the merchants are now going to start cutting off their supplies, which is fantastic. These are all things that are preemptive strikes for the eventual conquest of the area. So, once this army crosses and attacks and hopefully destroys this army, we'll have this one go over here and take over that zone. At the same time, we're going to have this one take over the Vesoncio. Did I build a military area here? I did. Okay. Let's do this, and let's do this. I know that I'm sacrificing food to build it, but I think it's worth it in the end. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can increase food supply once again. Here we are. Need to do something to increase, public order. This will be -1. Oh no, actually we got this one, so we'll be fine. Our public order will be completely fine. I know I built a farm recently somewhere else, so let's see how that one's going. Oh no, it's still not built. Okay. Finally, let's move this army that we've been traveling across the sea with.
Your orders. Hard on the oar.
Now very close to our own area.
Steady as we go.
There we go. In about 3 turns, I suppose we'll be at Rhodes and we'll be able to take it over. I think once we hit Rhodes, I'll stop the episode and we can move on. Egypt, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but let them be Egypt. As long as they don't betray us, we'll be fine. The Gallic Confederation has to smell the war coming. They just have to. You know, we never have had any interactions with these Colchis people. But then again, I don't think they're even neighbors to us, so who cares? Oh, that's Syracuse who's just traveling around the desert. I forgot for what reason. Alright, Celtic Confederation, you can just move. Alright, our veteran increased in rank. One of our people is dead. And one of our guys was wounded yet again. You know, I think it's a good thing that we're, about to get assassinated all the time. It means that people are scared of us. And because the assassination attempt failed, I'm pretty sure people are going to start liking us just a bit more. Yeah, here we are. This is the dude, Cicero. He's in Adelis, obviously, so he's quite a high rank. Makes sense that people would want to kill him. Let's go back over here because we're already prepping for war. Is this army completely reinstated? No, it is not. Let's move back here. Because this army is weakened just a bit. No, actually, I don't think we can cross that way. I was going to say I was going to make him cross, but we can't do that. Let's sabotage this just a bit more. Let's poison the wells, and then you will spread cultural tension. Sabotage successful and disruption failed, but okay, that's fine. Finally, this will be our main staging area for our future fleets. That'll be fantastic. I'm realizing something. I moved an army incorrectly. I don't want this army there. We're gonna move it back. Next turn, it'll be over here. And then you'll move it over here to Trevenorum, or whatever the fuck this shit's called. Oh wait, am I doing this right? Yeah. So, let's move forward. Because the Gallic Confederation seems to have lost this area of Byzantium, or whatever the fuck this is called. So, we're going to try to be right here by the end of the next turn. Actually, let's just pretend we're going all the way. Here. Not yet. There. It'll take 3 turns to do so. So, let's not be hasty. As a matter of fact, you, next turn, will move over here, so you can start disrupting this way. Over here, back in the sea, we should be moving this army closer. Oh wait, we already did that, so let's end the turn. And whatever, you can have a rank up in collaboration. Veteran, as usual, doing a good job. Stratagem. And is there anybody else who got an upgrade? No? Cool, let's go. We'll invest some more money later, but right now I'm kind of just sitting on it for the time being. I really am not happy about these Egyptian areas near our cities, but, then again, I parked one of mine on their city just to scare them, so I guess it's understandable. Who is this?
Ancestors have no use for gold. They do know that their living children think differently.
Interesting. So they want a trade agreement and they want a lot of money for it. Now, didn't I offer them a ton of money before? I'll offer them money. I don't mind that. Question is, do they deserve it? Thing is, if we make an ally out of them, but they're expansionistic, or they hate our expansionism. Let's trade with them though. I'd rather not have to worry about them. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna check the video later and see how much they wanted in the first place. I'm pretty sure the difference was not major. You know, it's funny because at the beginning of the series, I didn't want it to be like so quiet. I was going to talk through every single gap in the game. However, I've noticed in this part, I've been a lot more silent at times, which, you know, could be good or bad. I actually don't know. So if you do have an opinion on that, let me know. Celtic Confederation, as always, being weird, but they're leaving us alone, and they've left us alone for so long. It's amazing. Like, I really expected to fight them by now. So our patrician is going to be moving here. And the Gallic Confederation made some moves while we were gone. This army is moving here, and this army is moving right here. Because they're definitely going to attack Bagacum. This is an interesting move by them. Especially because if we take it over, we will own this section of Germania Minor as well. It's weird. It really is weird. But we can do it. It's not a big deal. I mean, more the reason for us to court Visancio and make them our full-time ally. Can we move these guys forward as well? Yeah, we're gonna move as soon as possible to Travantium. No, you're not gonna actually attack. Come on, calm down. But because this occurred, we're gonna move the agent over here to sabotage the army. Or actually poison the wells just for the hell of it. So yeah, we sabotaged them nicely, which is good. Now let's think. I'm now almost ready to buy a new army, but we have so many wasteful armies that annoy the shit out of me that I just don't know, you know? I just don't know. Speaking of wasteful armies, the army that was going to go to Syracuse, we're now going to move to Bella 3, and we're going to march through Genoa, because now we're at that point in the game where we can actually march ourselves from Italy upward, and we're gonna march it over here so we can just take over some more people. Let me refresh my memory. Do we have rights to move our armies through the territory of the Celtic Confederation?
I welcome you.
Yes, we do.
Speaker. I listen because your people are known to have honor.
They're expansionistic, but they're unreliable. But I'm telling you, I'd rather be their friend. I'll pay them 20,000 for a defensive alliance.
Your offer was kindly.
We tried. I mean, we still can definitely fight them and kick their ass, but I try to be friends with them because I don't want to have these wars unnecessarily. However, what we're going to do is going to push the army from Bella 3. I'm pretty sure we can move peacefully through Genoa and all of these areas, and we're going to start attacking the Gallic Confederation from different sides. Especially, the reason is because I have these armies in case the Celtic Confederation decides to attack, but they're just not doing it. So why would I waste my time? You know, there's no sense in that movement. Let's move this fleet down though, because I want them to understand that this is my area and not theirs. And while we wait, since we have the money to pay for it, yeah, let's build a bigger fleet though. And then over here, let's check to see if there's any promotions we can have. None? Cool. But we're steadily increasing. We're at 41% now, which is fantastic. Finally, I think I moved the armies over here, but let's just be safe. Nope, I did not. See? This is why I did this. Alright. I'm 100% sure that we should be in roads within 1 or 2 turns. I forgot to invest money, but who cares? As long as we're not starving or, you know, in serious trouble, I'm not that interested. Especially because we're like sitting on huge piles of money right now. What I will do though is I'll probably use roads as a major food supply source. So we'll probably build, I don't know, a fishing port or a couple farms or some shit there. The island's small so we can't really accommodate it much, but still, we're gonna try. We're definitely going to try. See, now that I moved the fleet, they're understanding and they're leaving quickly, which is good. It's funny how people get so concerned about that sort of thing. Now, I'm noticing something very weird, and it's Syracuse planting themselves near Eol. Now, if that continues, I'm gonna get mad and I'm gonna fucking attack them. So remember how I moved that army that was gonna go to Syracuse? What we could do, we have population surplus in Italia. Good. So, oh yes, Rome can get expanded. Yes, 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 yes. Now here's the thing with Rome. We either build a workshop for ballista. We don't need a practice field because we already built something like that. We don't need a field of Mars. We don't really need a public forum. Ooh, we could do a practice field anyway though. Practice field or consecrated ground, because we could just build a basilica. Let's build a practice field. Anyway, back to this area, which is now concerning me. So they have an army camped outside Eol for no good reason. And I'm pretty sure I have an army to scare the Egyptians somewhere around here. Where? They're right here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to move them back to, I don't know. Let's move them here. Mostly just, you know, for the Egyptians to understand that we will come attack if they do something. And let's see what other armies we have. We have this one. We have this one that's sailing, which by the way I want to sail right now. Oh, no, no, no. I want to sail it right now. Thank you. It's the army that's constantly sailing towards Rhodes. There we go. So next turn we're for sure attacking Rhodes, by the way. And we're attacking the Gauls, I believe, in 2 turns or something like that. Where the fuck are they doing? Oh, they're ready to meet us, I guess. Alright, anyway. This army's moving literally to our border just for the sake of not being ridiculous immediately. Oh, I know we're trespassing here. That I'm okay with. There are legions that haven't moved at all. Just this one's important. Yeah, so we're gonna move this legion as well. This one's gonna stay pretty much in the middle, in case somebody does cross. Let's see, is there any other legion that we can move? Oh yeah, we gotta move and upgrade this dude. There we go. Alright. So as I said, I'm concerned about Syracuse having an army just here. Let's see, can we build a fleet? Can we build a fleet? Fleet. Yes, we can build another fleet. However, fleets are harder to come by, so I don't think I want to waste a fleet here on Eol. What we are going to do is we're going to build... Let's build a small force. Junii. Let's get him. mostly just to scare him. If this army turns out to be shit, we're just gonna move it over to Carthage, and maybe that'll be the army that eventually takes over Syracuse. Who gives a shit? Besides, all we're doing really is paying for the general and maybe a force of cavalry, something stupid. What is this? Oh, this is a trading ship. Okay. And let's invest some of the money right now so that we can get over with other things. Let's build some latrines in Brundisium. Let's expand the farms, please, in Cyrene. And how much does this give us? 7 food. We'll do this. Temple of Mars with 4 food consumption. Oh, here we go. This is less public order though, so we need to increase public order. Yeah, but I don't care about expanding our legionary building here. We'll build more docks. This doesn't consume food, thank God. And this will increase our public order, which is good considering we're still on our food nonsense. I'm starting to think that we could just take over this wine business here in Alalia, get rid of it, and build a farm. Actually, we're going to do it here in Corrales. We're going to build another farm in Corrales. I'm sick and tired of this nonsense. Which province is this, by the way? Corsica? So then we got to go back here. Go to the library. Should we build another library? Or upgrade the library, rather. Let's not do that yet. Instead, we'll build the port, which will help us out. And then we'll upgrade the Temple of Neptune here. And then here in Hellas, we'll increase the fishing. And increase grain pits, which will give us a lot of food. Over here, we could build a Basilica of Mars, but I'm not that interested. So I think we're done with movement. Next turn, we will for sure be able to attack that small island of Rhodes, and we are for sure getting ready to mount up an invasion of the Gallic Confederation, and hopefully we will once and for all own it. Look at Athens just, marching troops around. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I wonder how Sparta feels about the fact that Athens, of all people, saved them from being controlled by the Egyptians. That must be insulting. What is Syracuse doing? Like, I really don't know what they're doing. Come on, I need you to move. I really just want to attack Rhodes. And own it. And invest in it. Oh, they attacked some people over there in the Celtic Confederation. That's interesting. I think they declared war too. Or not. Okay, our research is complete over here with, what was it, this? Yeah, we did this, which is labor organization. Now we're going to do legal institutions. So we have more people in Carthagenesis for Carthadashi, so we're going to upgrade Carthadashi with a, You can't do public forum, that's useless. Let's do just some industry stuff, nothing fancy. Over here. Let's go to Rhodes and attack.
Yes. Put your backs into it, you men. For orders. Your orders.
Declare war on them. Yes.
Get the blockade set up. Forming a blockade. Yes. Ready for orders. Turn about.
So you guys are going to set up a blockade. And then we're going to put the army here. Next turn we'll take over Rhodes. Now at the same time that we declare war on Rhodes, we're going to declare war here on the Gallic Confederation. Yep. Just declare war, be done with it. They become much more powerful too, which isn't good.
We'll escape. Our path is blocked.
Come on, don't bullshit me like this.
Settlement.
Alright, we win. Let's take over this city. It's ours now. Peacefully occupy, obviously. Is there anything we need to do in the city? Yeah, we need to build farms, and we need to build a public forum. And let's make our horses ours. Let's go back over here. The city's ours too. Alright, we took over that city as well. That was a good move. Peacefully occupying it, obviously. And let's see, we gotta raise the city significantly. We gotta do this. And we gotta make him worship some Zeus. And we gotta take the glass, because now that'll increase our income overall. Because we already took over the city, we can start working on Flevim. We will start sabotaging by poisoning the wells. Over here, we're gonna have the dude make some disruption. Spread cultural tension. This dude's disruption attempts suck. But whatever. This army over here, yeah, whatever. We'll march toward Ubrices or whatever the fuck this is called. And take it as well. No, take it. So this has been a very productive little attack. So we started out the war and we already took 3 provinces. Now, because this is a war and because we just took 3 provinces, we're going to have to be very careful about how we do these things. Let's build a temple of Jupiter. It's been a while since I built one for Jupiter. And then we're going to increase our leather production next turn. Because we kind of... Wait, why can't I do it right now? I can totally afford it. Oh, we need required technology. Okay. So yeah, we're basically just going to chill out here for a little while because, you know, when you take over towns, you have to hang out for some time before you can actually move on. But soon we will be moving on, and I'll tell you why. Because we have yet another army ready to attack, which is over here. And they're going to be marching this way. They're going to go through Octoduron, and they're going to go into Byzantium, and they're going to use those 2 areas for their advantage. Now back over here is the Siege of Rhodes that we're actually going to finish next turn. Oh yeah, we got assign skills, my bad. So this legion has obviously earned itself another tradition, and the girl here, the person, earned something else. And then this legion obviously earned something else. Oh, the general actually earned something. So let's see if we can give the general some political leeway now that he ranked up. No, he wasn't our general, I guess. The House of the Julii is at 42%. He actually lost a percentage for some reason, but that's okay. Alright. What? There's some character who got something. One of the generals, I suppose, got something. There we go. So the Gallic Confederation definitely got into some shit with us because we're clearly taking them over. Oh shit, Alexandria is being taken over right now by Athens, which is fantastic in a way, but also pretty bad because if Alexandria takes it over, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for us. The Gallic Confederation made some moves, but I believe they failed significantly in their assaults. Now, Athens needs to calm down and cease their war with Egypt at this point. Otherwise, they're going to make it very difficult, and then we're going to have to attack Athens. And if we do that, then, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to have to attack Athens. And the Celtici are moving in. I think they're going to try to be opportunistic and...
Athena gives wisdom, and Ares gives strength.
No. I know they wanted, you know, peace. But they're not getting it. We're going to retreat the ships.
Athena has not given you wisdom to see the merits of our noble offer.
I mean, I don't mind retreating the ships right now because we'll just move them back into Rhodes once the siege begins again. So come on, Celtic Confederation, I need you to end because now I'm interested in Rhodes. Okay. Huh. Another family seeks to adopt one of our characters. No, stop the adoption. I don't give a shit. Our characters are our characters. Okay. Let's go back, move the ships back in. They're gonna continue sieging only. Nope. Blockade them. And then you guys will attack the city. All you're gonna do is encircle them. Yep. That's it. That's all you're doing. And you guys, if anything ever happens, we can do something else later. We're just gonna blockade them till we get tired of it. Now, let's go look at Alexandria for 2 seconds. Are they okay? It seems they have repelled an attack, but they're being attacked by Athens. I need to tell Athens to chill out. So, where's my army that's nearby? Is it Athens too? Or is it Egypt? Athens needs to chill out. Let's move an army here. Because if Athens does anything else, we will declare war. Not that I want to, but I might have to. I think some of our characters got upgraded. Man, I am trying so hard to secure some promotions. It's not even funny. Let's do some marriage. Can we do some marriage? Yeah. I like him. What else can we do? We don't have any more people to marry, huh? Alright, we'll marry later. I've been giving the Cornelia too much power, though. We're gonna have to give the Junia some more. They got some young people. There's sort of the fucking Cornelia here. Alright. Let's go back here to the Gallic Confederation because we're still at war. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start marching this army that we started marching. And we're going to move him as close to enemy territory as possible. Can they... No, see, we're going to go and directly attack. We have Celtic rebels, so they can't even keep their own fucking place intact. That's funny as hell. Here's my question. No, I think they still hate us, so I don't think we can leave just yet. We have to keep our armies parked where they are right now, which is understandable. Build some farms, build some leather makers. We're gonna be decent folk. And keep the armies there. In the meantime, we're gonna try to get this patrician to get some shit done. Buy off the merchants, you know, the usual stuff. He was wounded because he was a fucking idiot. We're gonna poison the wells again in this city. We're just gonna fuck up Flevin to the point that we'll eventually just take it over and be done with it. Now, I don't like the fact that Gallic Confederation clearly is onto me. And they might attack this fleet and destroy it, which, you know. We're gonna hire a few extra hands, see if we can defend ourselves. We'd still lose in a battle with them, but, you know. We'll see what happens. Back over here, can we attack already? Well, we can, but we'd lose. Well, we wouldn't lose. I'd have to, like, go physically and do it myself. So that's why we're sieging. Because if not, like, they got 3,000 forces. And so do we, in a way, but... No, we're gonna keep encircling them and just make their life difficult. And if shit gets even worse, we'll just start attacking with this army right here, because I'm pretty sure that I can just remove the army, and that, yeah, I can actually do it. Let's do it. Let's remove this army and get them ready for attack at Rhodes, because I don't want to actually do it myself. I want to auto-resolve as much as possible. Not that I'm against it, it's just that, you know, I have preferences, I have standards. There are things I want to do. I said I'd end the episode once we attacked Rhodes, and I suppose you could say that that's what we're doing right now. But That's funny, Egypt. When you were at war with me, and then we made peace, and then I said, okay, now that we made peace, we can be friends and trade. You said, I spit in your mouth in the name of the Pharaoh. So now that you want me to go help you against the Spartans, I say fuck you. Bye. Fucking Egypt, I can't understand them. Bitches should have been much more decent with us. The Gallic Confederation made a mistake. They had my fleet pretty much trapped, and they failed to attack them. That's weird. I wouldn't have allowed that, but whatever, they can do that. In about a turn, we should be able to move this little army that we have near Rhodes into Rhodes. Who wants military access? Again? For what reason?
Graces, we offer our words honestly, from the heart.
Alright, pay me. No? Okay.
I find that scant meat stuck to your bony words. We have nothing more to talk about.
I mean, Keltici, I don't mind you people. It's just that there's no point to this.
Retreat, men! Retreat!
We're gonna keep quote-unquote retreating until the stats are in our favor. Alright. We have slums in Corrales, which is understandable. Before we go and move over in that area of Europe, let's talk about this. We have an army that was sailing over here, and it should be able to reach Keltici immediately. Can we enter? Let's see. This is actually going to be a bit more difficult.
Ready for battle! On the move! Fleet ripper! That course is blocked! Steady as we go!
Alright, so we're going to have to keep him kind of together. But that's fine. We'll just maintain the blockade. So Rhodes, clearly not going to be doing much here. Who's losing men to attrition, actually? Let me see. We are. Okay, who cares? Let's check these slums out so we can fix them really quickly. This is Corrales, really? Oh, that's right, because I was going to build a farm. My bad. That's 100% my fault. Let's go back here to the war with the Gallic Confederation. Can we move out of Bagacum? No, we cannot. See, they were stupid. They should have blockaded us properly, and they didn't do that. Now let's see if we can take the city by sea. We cannot, but we'll blockade them. In the meantime, we'll assault the navy by poisoning their walls again. Sabotage is successful once again. Nope. We'll keep a blockade in. That way, if anything happens, we can always just get rid of the blockade and move on. But, you know, the more we can weaken them, the better, in my opinion. And that's pretty much how I roll about this. I don't know why my game just froze, if you notice. So we're going to wait 2 seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you a story about the fact that I just changed the type of water that I am drinking. Originally, I was drinking Zephyr Hills water. Now I'm drinking Resource Natural Spring water. Why do you ask? Because it was cheaper in the supermarket. Okay, I thought that was going to be a longer story, and I thought it would be more interesting. It turned out to be very boring, as I even told it to you. However, we need to worry about why the fuck this game is not working right now. I think it completely froze. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to end the video right here. My name is Lews, and this is the Blind Run of Rome 2, and as it comes with this channel at this point, if shit happens, it'll be caught on camera because I don't know how to handle OBS, or I don't want to edit. Either one works. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you later.